Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Boom, boom, boom.
You got a lot going on over there.
We got a little debrief going on right now.
Yeah, some noises all over the place.
There we go. I'm getting everything fixed. Do we see where all the conversations are coming from?
Yep, got you.
Thank you.
Got you.
Jeremy Daniels, good to see you, brother. Boom. I'm trying to find a couple more noises to make, but so.
I was gonna do like my favorite little, duck call. No.
Is that the call? Is that your run-in song? You want to do the duck call? Is that what you want?
No, man. My kids got this duck call. We went to this little show or whatever locally, and Ducks Unlimited was there, and he got a duck call for free. And I was like, man, don't give this to kids.
Yes, that is. You haven't learned your lesson, Jonathan. That's
that's all I heard.
He's 7.
Landon?
Yeah.
9. He just turned 9.
Sorry. The commissioner is 9. Yeah, you haven't. I bet you Eichmann had that nailed down at least by the 3rd child.
That what? Don't give in?
Don't get noise toys for kids.
Yeah, that was the first child. Dude.
Whistles, drums, things. Yeah. The first kid will wear that out, but this is your first. The commissioner is our first child, so that's The next one,
nope.
Landon will ruin it for everyone. No one else gets a toy after this.
Nope, not happening. Hand-me-downs, all the loud stuff gets broken.
Yes.
Man, last night's show was spectacular, huh?
It had some intensity to it. We got some pretty amazing people. There's so much stuff out there, and I don't want to get onto this huge platform. I will never, and I don't think any of the people on our platform last night, I don't think any of them claim to be a victim. But I'm not going to be here we're going to be champions, man. We're going to push forward. We're going to get the message out there. We're going to bring the people in there that it's affected, and we're going to find the solutions so we don't have to deal with this. I'm sorry, I'm in that mood. This shit ever again. I mean, it's got to be fixed. We are bigger and better than that. And you know what? If you got dirt balls out there that can't seem to pull their stuff together, then I think out in Wyoming we take them to the train station. That's what we do.
I thought that was Montana, but
well, it depends on if you want to go with the letter of the law, or I mean, in theory, Yellowstone. I mean, people will argue with you that Yellowstone is in Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, and there's like 3 square miles of it is in Idaho, and 1.2 square miles is in Montana, and 150,000 billion acres are in Wyoming. That's just, I mean, everyone gets to have a piece, right?
that is it. Well, welcome, folks. Kevin, Jeremy, and all the rest of you out there. This is our Monday debrief where we fill you in on what you've missed and let you know what's coming up. So Mark and Jonathan have alluded to this already, and I believe Mark is going to start us out with a bunch of fun stuff about last night's show.
Okay. So I'm in the middle of a conversation, but I need to stop that conversation. But it's someone that wants to be involved with an event coming up this week, and he wants to know what time he can come talk to us. And so, this weekend, I honestly, it was the title of we don't titled it yet, but it's Friends of Friends of Friends. Someone I know, someone I know, someone I know, someone I know. Check it out. And it was kind of Jen Ford introduced us to BJ Mezek, and Jen Ford's a musician, a veteran musician in our network, and BJ is a veteran who manages music and is a film producer and is an actor and has done a plethora of things. And we invited him on the show, and then he said, well, can I bring my drill sergeant? And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. I didn't even know. I said it last night. I didn't even know people had friends that were drill sergeants, to be honest with you. No, who wants to be a friend of your drill sergeant? I mean, and so he asked if Beatrice Bruno could come on, and I'm like, well, hey, let's give this a shot. I mean, some of our coolest shows have been, and honestly, go find a show that we've done that there's not a connection that's been made during the show somehow. But these connections already existed, and it's just amazing pieces and steps put into place through the course of life. And Drill Sergeant Bruno is one of the kindest, sweetest women I've ever ran into, and dealt with some yuckiness. Well, because you never fix your Facebook user so we can see who you are. That's why you don't get invited on the show. Jeez. I can't go and invite all the Facebook users out in the world.
Where did you go? What are you talking about?
Well, it's on the screen, and we are talking to people that are commenting on our show. And I don't know who you are, Facebook user. And Jonathan will be cool enough that he'll put up the link that allows us to see who you are. And I don't know. This is a piece with StreamYard. StreamYard, if you come into the group for whatever reason, the WeP3 group, Mike Madsen, of course you're invited to the show. I'm too busy trying to get you all the music so we can get the WeP3 radio back up on the thing. But you're always welcome, brother. Always welcome. And we'll set that up as soon as you want. Actually, I'm totally off the kind of script that Andrea spends a lot of work on, and I don't ignore it. I don't ignore it. I just we deal with the stuff that sticks on the wall. And again, we're not gonna. Let me get done with Mike, and then I'll go back. Mike, we just had a conversation this week about how we need another personality on the show, and when the word personality came up, I'm like, Mike Madsen, that's a personality. No one, that's the guy. And so be ready for that conversation, brother. And things are working. We're getting things set up, and you'll be hearing from WeP3 Radio soon. Mike Madsen with Foxhole Entertainment out of South Carolina is helping us with that and getting those things rolling. Back to last night's show. It was endearing, and Jeremy Daniels is on here. Dominoes of Life, Daisy Chain. It was an amazing conversation. And some people abuse the privilege that they had to be in service. And we did have the conversation about how not everyone that joins the service is that clean cut All-American that, you want your daughter or your son to go run off and spend the rest of their lives with. There's some I call doo-doos in there, and it is what it is. You run into them in all parts of life. But I do want to believe that the majority of the people that I've served, running our mission, what we're doing with the People's Patriot Project, and the countless, numerous number of people that we run into with boots on the ground, helping and saving, being part of a mission to help veterans and first responders, tells me that these people are good-hearted people, and they're in it for something bigger than they were. I got Terrell, Texas calling me right now.
You better answer it.
I better answer it?
You better answer it.
All right.
Got you from here. Jonathan, this is our chance.
Run.
I'm kidding.
We'll let Mark get back to what he's got going on when he comes back, but I guess we'll skip over it for now and go to the music segment.
Let's do that.
Last night we had Miss Jen Ford on the show, as Mark alluded to earlier, and normally we play 3 songs from each artist, or at least attempt to. But last night, man, the conversation was just, it was good. A lot of topics being brought up that need to be talked about. And Miss Beatrice Bruno is, like Mark said, she's a special woman. But so the conversation was great, and we only got around to playing one song from Jen Ford. But her song was Little Wing, which I happened to, she released the video, I believe, last week on Wednesday, maybe. But I went and watched it right away. It was filmed in Louisiana. Beautiful beach scenes, very, very well done. This song, she said, was about celebrating femininity of women. And there was a lot of connections with her and ties back to her late grandmother, whose name was Mary. And I would think that her grandmother Mary would most certainly be proud of her today. We did get around to another song. It was a little bit more on a sad note. It was a sort of a tribute to George Michael Todd Jr., who unfortunately passed away. He got his nickname Doc from serving as a corpsman with the 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines Infantry at Camp Lejeune. His passion was saving lives, whether it was in a combat zone or recording music about veterans' mental health. and we closed the show out last night with one of those songs, Brother's Keeper by Doc Todd. I heard that song for the second time last night, and it's just such a good song, man.
It's a great song. Sadly, I didn't have time because it was kind of a last-second thing. It probably should have been screened before we threw it on our live show. Doc Todd doesn't always hold back his vernacular. Filter, thank you. And you know what? I think there's a time and place for that. And in his music, if you listen to his music, he wears it on his sleeve, and I have zero problems. I just, I'm getting ready to throw something that should be in the private chat onto the comments.
All these buttons and stuff, huh?
Yeah, and when they don't work, that's even crazier.
So we left your part open. I don't know if you can get back. You may have been disrupted by your call, but we just kind of left your spot. Well, that's exciting.
So what our corporate sponsor needs our W-9 for the event this weekend. So
all right, I got you.
I threw the address up in the chat, and so sorry to be so cryptic, and so I wasn't actually expecting to get that. Lots of people jumping on. So if we can backtrack for a minute, we had Jen Ford on, we had not BJ Messick, and we had Miss Beatrice, yes, thank you, Beatrice Bruno, drill sergeant on, and she runs an organization called Drill Sergeant of Life. But she got into some of the conversations of I don't get humanity sometimes, and I'm going to be the first. I'll be the first one out the gates to say I'm just a dumb white dude, and I say that only because it's not about race. It's about ignorance is what it is, because I don't know all the things that have happened in life to people that are not white. I don't know all the things that have happened to the people that are white. But here is a young African-American woman who had a child before she got into the service, and she hadn't found a place, a niche, a place for her to be. And she ran into a recruiter and asked, would you take a person like me? And the recruiter said, what do you mean a person like you? And she said, I'm unwed, I have a child, and I pretty much homeless and don't have a place to be. And he goes, there's nothing wrong with you. Yes, we take people like you. And I just can't imagine what that world is. And you know what? Sometimes I fight the conversation about privilege, but then I also realize that there are straight up sometimes I've not ever had to deal with anything like that other than from my own stupid moronic mistakes where I've had to work a little extra harder because I didn't make the right choices up front. You can argue that with everyone, but the fact that she was concerned because of the color of her skin, and she got the chance to be a leader in our United States Army as a drill sergeant, and that's where her and BJ Messick intercepted each other, him as a young private back in the day, and he made comment at some point that she had impacted his life. And after the fact of being a drill sergeant, she moved on into the world. She did her service, and she's created this organization. And she's a public speaker. She's a motivational speaker. She helps in a plethora of ways, and she carries the the accolade of being a spiritual mentor as well. And she did say, I read the article. I don't know if you took time to read the article that BJ sent us, Andrea. Some of the things that she may have said back when she was a drill sergeant didn't really doesn't fit into a pew, so to speak. And she did mention last night before our show that she didn't necessarily have the Lord in her when she was a drill sergeant. And again, I want to get into that conversation. We had so much stuff going on last night that we really didn't get a chance to get a fork into some conversation. We did get into military sexual trauma. Very tough conversation. And again, I just would encourage you to go back and see last night's show again if you're interested. I am going to invite all of the guests on again. So I think Miss Bruno needs to have a larger platform, a bigger say. And BJ, he was kind of coasting through. He's a busy man. He had stuff he had to get to, and he had to dip off a little earlier. But last night was a 2-hour show. We claim we're a 1-hour show. We haven't done a 1-hour show in I don't know how long. I don't know if we can go check that data, but you gotta come check us out on Sundays. They will make a difference in your life. I promise you. You'll be educated. And that's one of my fondest, I don't know, maybe is that my hobby? I like to be educated. I like to learn. I like to know. Can learning be a hobby?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just think the more I know, the better person I become. And now you can argue I'm a better person of any on the spectrum. Here's better's clear over here. And I'm getting out of the gates. I'm learning. There was a time where I didn't have the old, well, let's not get into that conversation. All right. Was that enough backtracking? Does that get us kind of back into our space?
Oh yeah. I think that covers the whole stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get to highlight. I heard Jonathan at the end that he was kind of sharing about the music. We didn't get a chance to highlight music last night, and but I think the message of what the two women were speaking was way more important.
I believe so, and I don't think that Jen Ford would have had it any other way.
No, and she got to sing the song that she gave tribute to her grandma, and that was pretty awesome.
That it was. It was. Do you want me to do what's coming up?
Get it?
Is that what we're doing? Back in order now? Back in order.
I feel like we're close if we're not.
All right, here we go. I'm going to talk to you about our upcoming event in Dallas. That is the Lone Star Live Dallas event. And we are going to be in Coppell, Texas, at a place called The Sound at Cypress Waters. We will have all of these lovely musicians. I think they're on the right-hand side of your screen, right underneath The Sound. We'll have Johnny Cole Murdoch, Old 81 Band. We will have the George Dooley Band. Bless you. Tammy Jo will be there to entertain. Holly Ann and Mr. Chad Hutto will be rounding this all up, putting it together, being the MC, and performing his own comedy act. So please, on Saturday, the 27th of May, from 2 to 10, bring lawn chairs, bring a cooler, bring a blanket, bring something to sit on, bring something like water to keep you cool, and just come and have a good time. It is 6 different entertainers, 5 music acts, 1 comedian. These entertainers all have common ground. They come from the world of service, either veteran or first responder service, to our country and the communities, and they continue their mission by sharing their talents with the world. This is a fundraiser for the People's Patriot Project. We are a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we are always here for our veterans and our first responders. You can buy tickets online. I just sent that link out. It's on our Facebook page. It's on all of our Facebook pages. It's everywhere. And it's happening this weekend, whether we're ready or not. So, shoot, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. So that's what's this weekend, May 27th. If you look ahead about a month, well, not even. I guess we're at 3 weeks at this point. June 10th. Peterson and I and Ray from the People's Patriot Project, we will all be joining our friends at Wounded Warriors Guide Service, and we are hanging out with the branch in Minnesota. I know they have branches around the country, and it is their Take a Veteran Fishing outing. And so, we've been told we can sit back and fish. Sitting back is not necessarily our forte. I'm going to get rid of this picture in front of our faces. Hang on.
I can do it.
There we go. And so we will probably be doing more stuff like meeting. Would we shake babies and hold hands? That's what we do, right? Shake babies and hold hands, and we kiss.
Remember, I got in trouble for this last time because.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, don't shake babies. We're not shaking babies. That's supposed to be funny. And anyway, we'll be out making some social connections, and then we'll be doing some streaming of the event. And I don't know, hopefully there's a fish to fry at the end of the day. The commission's back, or behave yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
that's
on
what
track.
He's right on time. And that's what we got coming up until August. And I mean, we'll tell you more about this August deal as it pops up, because we'll be we're bringing some friends up from Nashville to play at this event up here in August. It's a big event. It's going to be a really big event, and we're really excited to have a small part in it. So we'll bring more up later on that one. So I'm going to pop up a couple links here. It's our Venmo and it's our PayPal, and we are taking donations all the time because we run on donations, folks. This is really weird. We can't do this without donations. So, whoops. Oh my gosh, they ran all together. Okay, let me try that again. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
look at
I
that.
see it now. Yeah, that happened to me once, and it was crazy.
I was trying to put some spaces in between there, but it doesn't necessarily work with me, I guess. And so, yeah, apparently our T does not fit on to our Venmo, and that's okay. I just want to tell you, Venmo has been so nice as to not charge fees. So if you donate $50, we get $50, PayPal, and all the rest. Here we go. This might be easier to read. Oh, it did the same thing. I have 8,000 spaces between them, you guys. I don't know what to do. Let's do one at a time. How many more times?
The first one's not. Is there a T on the first part?
I don't think there's a T on our Venmo. I'll go look for sure, but I don't think there is. So yeah, we're always taking donations. That's what we do. We take donations. We help people. Yes, I think that's what I got, Peterson.
Awesome.
Well, there is a T. How come it disappeared in our notes? I got it. I got it.
It's them thumbs, man. Them thumbs getting away.
Quick heads up: if someone comes in backstage, don't bring them on. They're here for a meeting. Real quick,
okay.
Someone connected someone to someone today. Someone, and they reached out to me, and I said, "Oh, that's great. This is when we can fit it in, and if he shows up, great. If not, it is what it is." lots of stuff going on. We got our Capel trip coming up. Andrea said the fishing. We've got something coming up in August 19th with Project Got Your Back here in Minnesota. We're going to be bringing Chris Turner up into Minnesota. We're pretty excited about that. It is we're full. We're full as we can be until we get a few more boots on the ground. Hint, 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 hint. Mike Madsen.
She's still there. Where is he? Mike Madsen.
We are in desperate need of boots on the ground, individuals that can commit to giving some time. I mean, we do a pretty good job of giving some direction. We do a pretty good job of giving or helping with the focus, what specifically needs to be done. And we have zero problems troubleshooting the tiny pieces and the big pieces, and then all trying to get it all done together. There's only so much time in a day, and getting the information of what we're doing is important. So we have to do the debrief weekly. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime on Sundays. Jonathan is got B3 or Bourbon Battle Buddies podcast in the works and getting that rolling. And just the plethora of asks that come in and us circumventing and working and manipulating to help the veterans and first responders that reach out to us, and then networking with other organizations across the country. We love it. We love it. It is exciting. And I think there might be at least one person from last night's show that I'd like to have a conversation with. I mean, Jenna's already helping us. BJ is extremely busy doing his stuff. That leaves another person, but I think they might be a great addition to the actual infrastructure of the WeP3. We might be entertaining that conversation. What do you got going on over there? What's that? You guys got a noise-making machine over there somewhere too?
Yeah, he's 9.
Whole machine.
The commissioner is in the space.
All his toys make noise.
Is he in hearing distance?
No,
right now?
he's on his scooter right now.
Oh, I really want to hear the duck call is what I want to hear. That's what.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll let him call you later. You can just you and y'all can work that out.
We will have that. Let's have that conversation. You can check out. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime every Sunday. And if you miss our show, you can see us and hear us on YouTube. Some people say YouTube's an easy maneuverable platform and it may be. I think it might be. Our plates are full. Everything gets put onto YouTube. But we need to, so it becomes more efficient. We need more subscribers. And we're trying to learn that piece here. Is how can we get more subscribers? Prescribers. How do we get, more prescribers? I've just changed our document 6 times because it's not doing the cut and paste thing, which is fun. I'm trying to just do the simple task of getting our YouTube channel out there. I think I got it. Last night it wouldn't let me do any of that. Jonathan had to save me from behind the scenes. The more subscribers we had with this, the more we get to do with it. And everything on our YouTube channel is our debriefs. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. It is some silly antics that people on the WeP3 team might get involved with and be involved with. And all of the artists that we have on our network, you can see their music on our platform. So another place you can find our platform or find our show is on our RSS feed with not Bourbon Battle Buddies, that Heroes Media Group. How about have another organization in our, another one will come up tomorrow. Heroes Media Group with Adam Bird. And I think I can get that up here in a second too. But we're also on Spotify. We're also on iTunes. We're also on Apple Play. We're on everything that you listen to your live streams and your podcasts. And if we're not someplace, let us know and we'll get it out there. And I don't know what that means, Jeremy. I'm literally trying stuff every single day as well. I don't see our RSS feed with Heroes Media Group. That's okay. We'll deal with that another time. We got anything else?
No.
We haven't had an ask for a while, which is, I guess that's a blessing in one sense. We do have a supporter in our network that is struggling with some vocational related issues and being able to do those pieces. And we just always lift people up with our thoughts. And remember to do your buddy checks. We do them by a 6-pack. Reach out, do your texting saying just thinking of you. And I promise and guarantee you, the more we do this, the more lives we'll save. And that's it. 100%. Anything closing, Jonathan?
No, man. I think just going back, there was a lot of things that happened during last night's show, and I kind of just stayed in the sidelines because there was a lot of stuff going on already. But if I had to go back to last night's show and I could say one thing, it would be that, the things that Miss Bruno had to go through coming up in our society is, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit ashamed of them. And I think that we as a people can do better than that. And I think we need to work hard on doing better than that. It's a great big world, right? But everywhere you go, you meet somebody and you make the like last night, you find all these little connections, and it always comes back to, it's a small world. So with it being such a small world, it's too easy to just love somebody because they're there, right? It's too easy to just give someone respect because they've lived life and gone through the same situations and maybe probably worse than what we have. And I just feel like there's a lack of respect between people for just being people. And I would like to see that change. And I always go back to this song, right? I just think it has a good message, but the Michael Jackson song, start with the man in the mirror.
Oh my gosh.
Whoever's looking back at you, that's where you got to start with. That's where change happens at. So
isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy if you just take the time, control and work on the things you have control over, and that the one thing that you have control over is the man in the mirror. You. Did we talk about next week's guest on We Got Your 6 and 6?
Andrea's muted. Last night I think we covered them briefly, but I know we got Jim Anthony, and I'm trying to remember who the guest was, and I'm also looking for it.
Bob Adams with Swords and Deals.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get ahead of the game a little bit and have like previews of these ready for the week before. I know that's a little extra step, but us teachers, we get we get 3 straight months off with nothing to do. So we'll have Jonathan. Don't
Y'all time off's turning into my busiest time of the year.
do not get sucked into that narrative. That narrative does not. The narrative exists. It's not a true statement. Just so you know. Gosh dang people. Teachers, they get 3 months off. Okay. All right. It's not as strenuous, and I do enjoy the time away from all your children. I do enjoy that time. I wish I could enjoy some time away from my children. That's what I would wish. But Mr. McKinney, so good to see you, brother. All right. I think that's what we got. Thanks for everyone showing up. Remember, come be part of the mission. We got you, and we are with you, and we are always trying to make a difference in the world that we live in. And taking care of our veterans and first responders is our mission. So with that said, come check us out. The next time we'll be live. Whoa, we might be live before we got your 6 at 6 because we might be doing some lives down in Texas when we're down in Capel and seeing our musicians down there. So
you better do some lives. I don't know if I'll be running, gunning, but you can sit back. Enjoy the music.
Back. I know. Yeah. I
hear the view's going to be great from the Warriors and Whiskey.
Yes, Warriors and Whiskey. Oh yeah, and we didn't really say this, but a seriously big, huge thank you to AutoZone, who is helping us meet our sponsorship goals.
It's actually a pretty huge announcement and pretty exciting, and we've kind of been sitting back waiting to actually do the reveal. And this is kind of lackluster right now. Not that Andrew's doing a bad job. She's not. She's just I don't know what graphics we can use yet. That's the whole thing. I would love to paste that beautiful orange and red graphic all over our beautiful green. I think it would just be beautiful.
one more time.
Luster. It'll be all lustrous then.
Lustrous. Hey, pay attention. We'll be there. Find us. Check us out. Be part of the mission. Be part of the shock and awe. Patriot Pride.
Patriot Pride.